Yeah. I tried to record this video 4 times and I don't know what I'm talking about. My brain is not putting the shit together, but I got it now. So yeah.
I'll leave when I'm ready. No, you're gonna leave. Talking to bitch. I'll leave when I'm ready. Get it fucked up. I'll leave when I'm ready.
Welcome back to my channel and my community. If you guys for like and subscribe and be here and supporting me. And cut, this about the 5th time. Ancestors, please come on. But one of the things that, the reason why I was recording this so much, y'all, was because I didn't really know how to say that, like, healing is important, uncovering your traumas is important, and getting to know yourself is important. I didn't really know how to, like I was trying to put that all in one thing, but I'm gonna just be messy with it, because fuck it, healing is messy, trauma is messy, so we just gonna be messy, and hey, but I feel like all of those things are interconnected, because of course, you know, if you go through trauma, then you have healing. You had to heal, you know. If you want to get to know yourself, you had to uncover your traumas and heal. You know, if you want to heal, you gotta uncover yourself. So it's like also interconnected. And as you guys know, I have been on my own journey, and you know, I've been reading a lot of Joe Dispenza books and everything like that. By the way, I got a link, an affiliate link, so you know what I'm saying, if you want to go buy something. Link in a while. But yeah, so I just want to like talk more about it and really talk more about getting to know yourself, because y'all, we have so much power that can get swept under the rug, or we have so much power that's not even taught to us by people, you know what I'm saying, because certain people don't want us to know our power. So you know, we're not really taught things like empowering ourselves. We're not even taught how to heal. We're not really taught how to uncover and dig into our traumas. You know, the way that I learned was from the internet. Very thankful for the internet. So yeah, I just want to talk about it more. I just think that getting to know ourselves is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. One of my subscribers was telling me that they were working on their mental health and stuff like that, and I had told him that, like, yes, good, because for real, learning yourself and taking care of your mental health is one of the best things you can do. Our brains are a fucking brain, okay? But y'all know our brains literally have all our thoughts, memories, tells us when we're hungry, tells us about our hormones. You know, the brain is very, very, very important. The brain literally, okay? So with that being said, take care of it. The brain is just like any other organ. You know, y'all over here doing flat tummy tea. Girl, your brain needs some tea too. And honestly, it don't even matter what type of tea. Because me, a bitch like me, I like to talk shit. Or I like to hear people talk shit. I like to hear gossip and stuff. So you know what I say? Either you need some tea, or, you know, take care of your brain. And our brain holds so much. Our brain and our heart, honestly, and our soul, holds so much of who we are. It holds so much of, and then our brains and our bodies too do hold so much of what we've been through. Like, for real, our bodies and our brains are really a roadmap to like who we are as people, what we've been through, the stories, our families, history, like the whole damn nine. It's so crazy when you really, really think about it. Crazy, I know. But yeah, I just want whoever is watching this to know that you deserve to heal. And no matter what traumas you have been through, you deserve to unpack them. You deserve to unpack them with love. You deserve to unpack them with a different sense of direction and perception. Because, you know, we can hide a lot with our traumas. Our traumas can hide a lot about us. And our traumas can kind of paint things or qualities that maybe we're good and we feel like we should hide. Maybe we feel like, oh, this happened because I was this way, now I'm not gonna be this way. oh, this happened because I did this and now I'm not gonna do that anymore. You know, we don't deserve that, and we don't deserve those constraints on our own thinking and on our own selves, you know. Like, yeah, something happened, but that doesn't mean that you should do this or do that, you know. And it's crazy too, because our brains literally are only protecting us. So a lot of things that we have, like our trauma responses or attachment issues, you know, the whole, all them labels and shit like that, is because of traumas and stuff like that. So at the same time, it's like our brain does do all of those things and the labels and the mental illnesses and stuff. But, you know, it's just really trying to protect us at the end of the day and say, hey, I don't want us to go through that again. So I guess I just got to be this way, you know. But sometimes our brain can protect us so much that we end up not really thriving, in a sense, you know. And thriving looks different for everybody. I just say thriving as in, you know, just being really authentically you and loving yourself and being like free. That's what I see thriving as. And I just think, or in my own personal experience and on my journey, I have just learned that trauma can just really hide all of that shit. It can hide, or we can hide behind it, you know. And even for me, it was like, I'm just gonna keep my authenticity to myself, my goofiness to myself. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just not gonna do this, I'm just not gonna do that. And then, but then whole time, like, as I'm not doing it, like, it was low-key crushing me inside, because I am the type of person that, like, you know, just don't want to do it or something like that. So, yeah, you know, and we don't deserve that. We really don't deserve to limit ourselves or be like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore, even though the whole time we low-key want to, or even though the whole time we low-key, you know. And another thing we don't deserve is beating ourselves up over traumas or over what may have happened before to us. Especially as kids, I think when we're so young and things happen, you know, we're so young that we think it's our fault. You know, we're so young that it's just like, oh, well, maybe I could just make these people happy, or maybe I could just do this and it'll be fine, or do that and be fine. And then, you know, and traumas are different for everybody. So, hey, healing is, to me, healing is remembering who we are at our core, which involves stripping ourselves of the stories that we have told ourselves, the narratives that we have told ourselves, maybe narratives that other people have told us, you know. And it's not just saying, fuck that narrative. No, take your time, think about the narrative. Does this narrative resonate with me? Or does this thing that somebody's saying resonate with me? Does this thing that I'm saying about myself resonate with me? Or do I feel, you know, this here or that here? And it's so crazy because, I don't know if you guys know, but trauma is also stored in the body. And I remember when I was going through my whole thing, like, my back would hurt. And I thought my back was hurting because of the exercises. It definitely added on to it. But once I, like, healed and went and, like, saw my family and stuff and was talking to them, like, my back low-key stopped hurting a little bit. And I was like, oh. You know, but even things like stomach problems can sometimes be our inner child, or, you know, things that we have went through, and it's like, you gotta heal that. And because we didn't heal it, and another thing is too, we're not taught how to heal, you know, our body just stores this somewhere. And then, you know, now we're like, you know, sometimes y'all be like, oh my God, I'm 25 and I woke up with this pain. Baby, that ain't waking up with no pain. That ain't from sleeping wrong. Sometimes it is. But baby, that's that trauma. That's 10-year-old you asking to be loved and seen. Ooh. No tea, no shade, all love. But it is, you know, sometimes it's like our inner kids telling us, or just our bodies telling us, like, hey, this thing have happened, I'm not really over it. And, or, you know, we haven't really healed from it and changed our brain wiring and everything like that. Because, you know, our brain wires ways, the neurons and everything like that wires ways. So, yeah, healing is just super important, and we all deserve to heal, no matter what that looks like, or no matter what we all went through. And one thing about healing is that, you know, it goes on for life. But it's important to have your tools of healing, because since it is a part of life, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still good to have, like, for example, I'm trying to think about my own things, but honestly, I haven't thought about them in a while, so I don't really remember. But I just know that now I am more expressive or communicative, and I'm kind of realizing more of my wants, my needs, and everything like that, and just figuring out how to word them. Why do I want them? What's the intention? You know, I'm digging into all of that stuff now. So even things like that, it helps, because if something else comes up, or say, you know, even when we're changing and healing, the things from our past are still here in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So for example, say you healing from like your mom calling you a bitch, right? You could be healing from that and telling yourself, oh, do. But then as soon as you get like back around your mom and she started doing the bitch, calling you a bitch and shit again, what are you gonna do? You know? So it's just really helpful to have tools and just to even have a sense of your own healing. Because like I said, when you have a sense of your own healing, you know yourself. So then once you get back around your mom and she calling you a bitch, you just gonna be like, girl, I know you just probably call yourself a bitch. I know you probably think that word is cool. I know you probably just need some love. I know you probably just angry. But that helps, because we could take that through anything, you know. And of course there's always gonna be things out of our control, or that is like really, you know, a little too damn far in the trauma area. But like I said, it just helps. And so yeah, I don't really want to say like my techniques that I use for healing, because my techniques that I do may not be for everybody. But as you guys know, I meditate, I journal, I do things like that, walk, I go out in nature, sit out there, exercise, all that shit. But you know, look into books and look into things, YouTube videos and stuff about it, or of other influencers that have done it too. Research the different techniques and mechanisms, and then play around with them and see what you like, and play around with them and see what works for you. But at the end of the day, just know you are so powerful. The way that you speak to yourself is so powerful. And I just think trauma, or for me personally, my trauma made me really beat myself the fuck up. Like, and it wasn't even just me beating myself up. It was also two other people's voices in my head that was like beating me up, or things that had happened that I would just think about and do. So I didn't have to say it like that. So like, it's nothing. But and you know, as we're healing and stuff too, look at yourself through love. Look at the people around you through love, even though I know that shit might be hard. Look at them through grace and forgiveness. But you know, in order to look at other people through that, you do have to do it for yourself. So please just know that our lives, or what you create, does start with you. It starts with what you tell yourself. It starts with the things that you say. It starts with how things play out in your head, or it starts with how you talk to other people as well. But you know, the outside is just a reflection of our inside. So you have to heal and sometimes change your inside. And it's hard as fuck, but it's worth it, because you do come out a different person. You come out new, and you come out with so much more knowledge and love for yourself that you wouldn't have had if you didn't do it, you know? And that right there is priceless. That right there is what you can take with you from here to death, to other universes, to other portals, to other spaces and galaxies. That's what you will take with you, you know? Your kindness, your grace, and your love. We can't take people, and even when we go out, you know, our stories don't even matter anymore and shit like that. We just literally go on. It's just like, and like we see, the world continues to spin and revolve. So yeah, but it's just important for us personally to have that peace of mind, y'all. And it's so calm and peaceful once you really do work on it, sit yourself down, and then like to get out of survival mode, or to work yourself out of survival mode, is so worth it. It's so worth it. Like, I remember my body being on edge and tensed up all the time, to the point where like shit would hurt, low key. But shit would hurt. I just want to share that real quick. It was just on my mind. Like I said, I didn't even know how to like say it for real, but low key, I think I said it. it's just really important to love yourself. Like, even through all that shit, and so what? You're still deserving of love. And so what? You're still deserving of your dreams, your goals, whatever you want. But whatever you want, your dreams, your goals, even the future, we cannot continue bringing the past and history into it. Which is also why, like, shit goes beyond our own families and shit goes beyond our own traumas. Like I was saying, because of history of world and shit like that. But it's not so much important that we go back there, or it's just so much important that we heal, close that shit, love that shit, be like, fuck it, we still here and we still thriving, like, fuck that shit, and we just continue going. Because like I said, like I always say, our ancestors just deserve way more from us. We have so much more tools and information, and like I keep saying, our ancestors couldn't do things that we could do now, you know. So that includes healing. Our ancestors couldn't sit the fuck down and meditate for 10 minutes. You know, they didn't have that time. You know, our ancestors could not sit down and read books. They didn't know how to read. They weren't allowed to read. Our ancestors could not sit down and look at the internet and just look something up and apply it to life. So take advantage of that shit. And take advantage of you. Okay? But in a very good way. Take advantage of that power. Take advantage of that shit that is buried underneath all of that. Because I promise you, underneath all of that is your most creative self, is your most flowing self, your most peaceful self, your more happy self. And a lot of times, it's not even like you have to create any type of happiness or peace, or you have to create that and figure out how to create peace. A lot of times, once we heal and we start unlayering that trauma, that shit just comes with it. Because once you unlayer that trauma, that's where you really remember who you just are. You know, outside of the traumas and the stories and the things that have happened, you understand at your core, we are just love. Or you understand at your core, you are patience, you are kind. And you know what's crazy too? One thing that I like to do is I like to go back to those situations and look at myself through those lenses, you know, and just point out little things and just take that little thing and run with it. Point blank period, okay? Don't let nobody tell you about how little or something. Just take that little thing and run with it, okay? It's so crazy because once you start asking yourself those questions, you're like, wow, how can I show my love through this very traumatic or this scenario? And then once you're able to show yourself love, even in that scenario, baby, you're unstoppable. You can show yourself love through anything. Somebody, and like I say, somebody argue with you or something, you just gonna be like, girl, I get it. I just wanted to come out here and say that you are deserving of love, and you are deserving of peace, kindness, all the great things. It just, you have to do it for yourself. You are your own savior. And the best part is that you're meant to be your own savior. So once you actually decide, you literally have the whole universe behind you, rooting for you. You literally have God rooting for you, if that's what you believe. Or, you know, you literally have everything rooting for you. You know, the universe and the people that, basically the spiritual world wants us to be better. You know, it wants us to love and heal and stuff. So when you make that change, you start doing it, baby, just know, like I said, it's gonna be hard. It might be a ride, it might be a little bumpy, you know, some potholes, sinkholes, a little bit of water you gotta drive through. No, but at the end, you will always win. Because like I said, the universe is it's gonna be a little chaotic and shit, but that's just because the universe loves chaos. The universe doesn't see things how we see things. So, you know, it don't give a fuck about that shit. It just knows, oh, you want more love? Oh, you want to heal? Okay, boom, 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 boom. But at the end, you're going to get what you got, and you are going to win. So, yeah, once again, I just had to keep saying it. You are so deserving of love. You are so deserving of peace. And please, y'all, you're so deserving to love yourself. Like, I just want to reiterate that so much. Like, love yourself for real. Like, that love and that peace, nobody can take that shit from you. Especially when you've done the work, nobody can take that shit from you unless you continue to allow them to. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you want to add on to it, or anything that you have learned. I think another thing that I've learned too is, like, all the things that people say really is true. Don't take life too serious. Like, take it, like, Like I don't know, but it does help to just take a load off, take pressure off of yourself. So don't take life too serious, you know. Find things to laugh about, find things to like about, you know, and call it a day, for real. Also, don't give up, keep on going. Know that you are stronger than any trauma that could have happened. You are stronger than any story. You are stronger than any type of, you know, you're just stronger than all that shit. And you're stronger than any type of mud or dirt or whatever. You're just stronger than all that shit. You are stronger than the mask that we put up, you know. You're just stronger than all that shit. Just know you're stronger. It might try to hold you down, but it's just an illusion, okay? You are stronger. And you got this. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Definitely gonna have more videos about the journey and everything like that. But, of course, as always, if you have questions, let me know. And if you want to see anything else, let me know. So, yeah. I love you guys. Bye.